Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Morgan Dollar Mondays with Massabesic Gold and Silver. I am Dean with Massabesic Gold and Silver, and if this is the first time you're joining us today, welcome. And I hope that you'll check out the playlist Morgan Dollar Mondays. You can kind of go back and check out all the previous Morgan Dollar Mondays. And today we got a real treat. We're going to be looking at two circulated Morgans. The first is the 1904S with a mintage of 2,304,000. And the second one we're going to be looking at is the 1896S with a mintage of 5 million. These get a little bit more scarce in the mint state condition, but in this type of condition, they are really readily available. This one here is in decent shape. It has a little bit of a wheel mark here on the obverse. And then on the reverse, there's something kind of in here in the devices. We'll take a closer look here. But I got both of these coins just over the spot price. I should say $20 over spot. And as you see there, this one weighs about 26.2 grams, which is really right on. I believe for this year, it should be right around 26.7 or 26.6 or something like that. So that's right on considering the wear. Yes, getting a closer look here at this wheel mark. I'm not really sure what caused it. It's an interesting kind of half or kind of a crescent, if you will, half circle. And you can really only see it at certain angles here. I don't think it's a staple mark, but because it's just too circular, but I'm not really sure what would have really caused that. But anyway, it's not a huge deal, but obviously I'm not sending this coin in to get graded because it wouldn't get a straight grade. Just looking at this overall, I really like the patina. I really like the darkness kind of around the devices, kind of highlighting devices. If you watched my very first YouTube video, my first post, I featured a 1812 Napoleonic 5 franc silver piece with Napoleon on the obverse. And I just talked about how much I just enjoyed being able to hold that coin and not worrying about doing any damage to it. And it's the same for these two coins. To be able to hold a piece of history in your hand like these is nice. Here's a San Francisco Mint, the S there. What's fascinating about these is San Francisco Mint actually they held on to most of their inventory, but a few bags of the 1904S was actually transported to Washington, D.C. to be held there in the Treasury. And it was in the 40s that they were slowly released. And then the 50s, as they were continuing to be kind of divvied out, they realized that they're kind of scarce in that mint state. So that's when people started really looking for those mint state coins, and they continue to do that today. Just at certain angles here, let's take a look here. I don't know if this is PVC. It doesn't really have a green color, but you can see there by the eagle's necks and wings, and down by the talons, and then down here by the ear, there's something there. I might try to take a little acetone. There's the wheel mark as well. But I might take a little acetone and kind of see if whatever that is will come off. Again, I'm not really worried about damaging the coin as it is already damaged. All right, let's look at this 1896S. This is also a nice example, well circulated. The patina, I think, is a little subdued here. I'm not really sure. It seems like a lighter coin, which is fine. The weight is correct. It's 26.3. It's right around that. But there is some cleaning here down where the toning is. We'll get a closer look here with that. But overall, it's a nice coin, a nice circulated coin. Like I said, I got these about $20 over spot from that. If you watched the field trip episode where I went out to a local antique shop where there were several coin dealers featured there, I bought these two from one of those dealers. More so just for fun and to show on Morgan Dollar Mondays. But these are just kind of nice, and I think I got a decent deal. Both of these are problem coins. I wouldn't ever get them graded because they wouldn't straight grade. But that's okay. This is, again, I like being able to hold these, like I said, and you can see here it's got some really nice detail left. There's a really nice detail. We'll get into the grade a little bit a little bit later, but this definitely has more detail than the 1904S, which is nice. I'm not sure if that's graffiti on the neck. I don't know if that's supposed to be YE or YF, or if it just happens to be how it got hit or whatever. But and then the S mint mark here. Let me get a closer look. Yeah, it's very very wide. I don't know. I didn't check the VAM book, so I don't really know if that's a what that is. But that S mark seems a little strange to me. But hey, whatever. It's right here by the 1 and at the beginning of United here. That there are a lot of just hairlines. Looks like somebody was scratching away. If this was a mint state coin, you might consider it maybe close to a dye polish, but it is not. And then you can really see, I'm going to keep turning it here. You can see that they really do crisscross each other. They also, there's some other spots here on the coin that they're at different angles as well. So it really looks like it was deliberate, which is kind of too bad, but I don't know why they were trying to clean something off of this coin, or maybe there was something there and they did get it off, but unfortunately they scratched the coin in the process. I do like the little patina here, a little tone there, but let's take a closer look at those hairlines. You can really get a sense, see how it's just kind of all over the place here, different angles, and as I turn it here, you can see more popping up with more different angles here. Again, I saw that and I didn't really mind, so I just went with it. Let's talk about grade here. So the dealer said that the 1904S was a fine. That's what he had written on his little paper there, his little coin flip. I knew just looking at it, it was not fine. You can see here. We don't even have to read this. Just looking at the picture here, we know it's not fine. There's just the cotton balls alone tell us. The wings will also tell us. These just are not in that fine condition. Let's take a look at the very good here. You can see it's starting to match up. It's almost like this coin is the same one in the picture, other than the mint mark difference in the date. Anyway, let's grab the 1896S here, and we'll take a look. You can see in the eagle's wings, at least, just from the pictures. A little bit closer here, you can see on the obverse, the cotton balls are a little bit better. So let's go back to the 1904S. See those cotton bowls. You can see much more detail on the 96S compared to the 04S. A little bit more detail on the hair as well. He also marked this one fine, and I'm going to go ahead and disagree with him again. I really think both are very good. I really think that the 96 S is just a hint better than the 04S, which is obvious here. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with me. But again, these are just they're in very good condition, so I'm kind of surprised. But people like to mark it up a little bit, and just to kind of go maybe the photographs. I want to go back to the old book here, and we can take a look at the drawings. You can see here this is the very fine. You can see that it's definitely not very fine from the drawings. This is the fine. Here's the fine again. Or sorry, this is the very good. I apologize. And this is the just regular old good. So you can see the that's much better. And then here's the fine. And it's just not there. To me, it's just not there. It definitely seems to be more in that very good range. Let's take a look at the 96 here again. So this is the fine, and I just not seeing that enough detail there. Here is you can see this is the very good. If this was to be graded, it would probably come out very good 10, because it just doesn't have all the qualities that it should in order to be fine. Let's look at the reverse here. Again, it just doesn't seem to have it all. But, again, grading can be very subjective. Here's a very fine. This is the very fine. And you can see the details much nicer in the very fine 30. Yeah. Let's look at the obverse here as well. Oops. Gonna move that over. And again, they're really focusing on those cotton bowls there. But anyway, so yes, these are nice. These are really nice. I think they're just nice to own, to be able to kind of hang on to, and just have some fun. They were relatively cheap, like I said, about $20 over the spot silver price for the day. So I was pretty happy with the pickup. Since I didn't have either one of these as examples, and like I said, I might try to see about taking that off. If it is PVC, it doesn't really have a green color to it, so I don't know. It could be something else. Put in the comments if you think you know what it is. Also, put in the comments if you notice the gold coin at the top of the screen. It's been there the entire time. We will be featuring this coin later on in the week, probably on Friday's post. It's on loan to us at Massabesic Gold and Silver from a friend of the channel. And so we're going to be having some fun with that. Well, until we meet again, stay safe and enjoy.